Nizam Zainol, our honorable guest speaker for today. So welcome back to Baseerah Talk Series, a program organized by UM Academy of Graduate and Professional Studies. My name is Aizat from IUM Academy Events. Will be your MC for today. So it's our pleasure to meet all of you for the 11th session of Baseerah Talk Series. As for newcomers, welcome to our program. We conducted this talk monthly since March 2022, where we invite prominent speakers among the professionals and experts who will deliver topics related to their fields. Today, we have participants in the Zoom meeting and also those streaming live on our YouTube channel. Again, thank you for joining us today. In the previous series, we had invited speakers from various institutions and bodies such as PNB Berhad, Bank Islam, Academy of Sciences Malaysia, University of Cyberjaya, Al-Rajhi Bank, and PNB Investment Berhad. If you would like to watch all the previous session, you may do so by following IUM Academy YouTube channel and find all session of Baseerah Talk Series which we have uploaded. For our talk today, we are very delighted to present to you Encik Shahrul Nizam Zainol, a Senior Manager of Professional Development and Services of Federation of Managers Malaysia, FIMM, who will discuss the title Investing for Your Future and Unit Trust and Private Retirement Scheme. Thank you for being with us today, Encik Shahrul.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. As to introduce our speaker today, I have the pleasure to invite Dr. Rizalawati Ismail, Deputy Director of Business Development and Marketing, to deliver some introduction. Over to you, Doctor.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. It has been a very great pleasure for me to introduce a good friend of mine, Mr. Shahrul Nizam Zainol, Senior Manager of Professional Developments and Services from FIMM. Okay, just to read through the short biodata of Mr. Shahrul, a graduate from Northern University of Malaysia in Business Administrations with Honours. He has vast experience in training and development. He has been in training field since the last 16 years and has trained a number of trainees. He has experiences in coordinating and conducting in-house program, and his expertise lies in training and development process. Not only that, training need analysis, coordinating training programs, design and develop training programs, including e-learning system and content, facilitation skills, and train the trainers. Apart from training, he is also involved in human management activities such as recruitment and performance management system. He is a qualified assessor with potential J&M assessment and qualified interviewer using behavioral event interview, BEI technique. So without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Shahrul Nizam to deliver his speech. Over to you, Mr. Shahrul.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Rizalawati. And Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all. First of all, I would like to thank IUM Academy for inviting us for this Baseerah talk. I was told this is a talk series organized by IUM Academy. And I think it's a good program that should be attended by all the students in order to get more knowledge in terms of various industries and also topics. Okay, without further ado, I would like to go straight to our topics today, which is investing for future, basically in unit trust scheme and also private retirement scheme. Okay, I'm going to start with basics of financial planning. So I hope that most of you would have understand what this financial planning is all about. Yeah. perancangan kewangan. So this is one of the important knowledge, not only for the finance students or those who involved in financial sectors, but actually it's for everyone. So everyone needs to plan for their financial activities. Okay, and this is the basics of financial planning. Actually, there are more things, but I'm going to focus only on these three items. First of all, you need to have saving. As a student, you also can save some of your money. Maybe it's not called income yet because you have not being hired as a worker, but then you must have at least start to have savings. So this is very basics. So the first fundamental of financial planning is to have saving. After that, you need to think about protections. Protections here refers to insurance or takaful. This is to protect yourself from undesired events or, for example, health issues and all those things. So we know that today the health cost is very high. If you are admitted to hospital, especially the private hospital, it will cost you a bomb. So you need to have protections. Even though as a student, you need to look at starting to have a protection. Because insurance and takaful works on the basis of the earlier that you start your protections, you'll be less premiums that you have to pay. So for me, I myself have started the protections for all my 4 kids, when they are young, so that I pay less rather than trying to get a protection at the age of 40 years old or 50 years old. Okay, so that is the second thing in the financial planning. And thirdly, only you look into investment. Okay, this is what we're going to talk today. Once you have your savings, you already have your protections, then you should look into investing some of your money into investment products. And I'm going to introduce to you 2 products that are being offered in Malaysia, which are regulated by us, the Federation of Managers Malaysia. Okay, so investment here talks about a lot of things. Actually, you have a lot of investment products or investment tools that you can use to invest your money. Normally, you will hear about shares or stock market. Last time we used to call BSKL, Bursa Saham, Kuala Lumpur. Now we only call it as Bursa. So you also hear about people investing in gold. People invest in property, buying house or buying condominiums, things like that. And also you will hear about people invest in money market, foreign exchange. So those are some of the example of investment tool. But I'm going to focus only on 2 of the investment tools, which is widely available in Malaysia and being approved by this commission, which is the unit trust scheme and also private retirement scheme. So unit trust scheme, I'm going to talk about what is unit trust scheme and how it works. So what is unit trust scheme? Okay, basically it is a collective investment schemes. You may came across these terms when you Google or you search for information on unit trust scheme. In Malaysia, it is called unit trust scheme. Globally, they call it as collective investment scheme or CIS. There's another term for it, which is mutual fund, also being used, especially in the US and on that side. So all these refers to the same investment product. So from now on, I'm going to address it as a unit trust. This is for easier for us to remember, because being used in Malaysia as a unit trust. Yeah. Okay. So what is a unit trust or collective investment scheme? It consists of multiple investors. Yeah. So the key word here is multiple. Yeah. So it's not only one person, but it will be a group of investors that pool their money. Okay. So a group of investors or multiple investors pool their money and they invest with the same objective. Okay. In the layman term, basically this will translate into a group of people, okay, share a certain amount of money, they pool the money together and they use the money to buy shares, with the objective to gain some profit from the investment. Okay, so this is a very simple explanations or definitions of what is unit trust. Okay, so before we go to how it works, I'm going to give you the example of some of the unit trusts that are available in Malaysia. Okay, this is not a unit trust. EPF is not unit trust. Okay, but EPF use the same concept. Yeah, every one of us here who works in the private sectors are required to put certain percentage of our income every month into EPF. Yeah? So we being called as the contributors, yeah, pencarum. Okay, so here EPF, they act as the management company who pool all the contributors' money, and they will invest the money into various industry, various investment products, and the returns in form of the dividends will be given back to the contributors. So this is the same concept as the unit trust. Yeah? The only thing is that it is mandatory for all private workers in Malaysia to contribute to EPF. Yeah? So in another form, we are already investing in the form of unit trust products. Yeah. Okay, we also have insurance or takaful companies, yeah, that also use the same concept, whereby when you pay premium for your insurance or your sumbangan, your contribution for takaful, a portion of it will be used to be invest in certain sectors or certain industry by the insurance or takaful company. Yeah, and the return will be given back to you in terms of dividends and also what they call the sumbangan. Yeah? Okay, so this is also another form. And tabung haji also use the same idea, but they use the term of saving. Yeah, so when you save your money in tabung haji with the objective to go and perform Hajj, your money will be used to invest, yeah, by tabung haji into certain sectors, yeah, for example, plantations, hotel, business, and others. And the dividend will be paid back to you as a depositor. Okay, so even though the concept is saving, because tabung haji is not so-called the investment company, they are more as a company that provide deposit services. Yeah, but the concept is still the same. Yeah, they are pulling a group of people money into their management, and they will invest the money to get certain returns, and the return will be paid back to the that pool of people. Yeah. So basically, this is a very basic concept, yeah, on how you can invest even though you don't have a large amount of fund to invest in. So by pooling a group of people with the same objective and getting the same benefit out of your investment. Okay, a bit of history how actually the shares started. Why I'm going to talk about the shares is because the shares is the fundamental of unit trust. Okay, all unit trust company in Malaysia invest in shares market. Yeah, so just to understand how shares was created, Okay, it's all back those days, yeah, when we have all these British India company and all that. So they were doing trading, yeah, all over the world. And during that time, they're using these ships to go around the world selling things. So this trading has been happening, and this trading have risks. Yeah, okay. There are risks of ships being involved in accidents during storms. There are risks of being attacked by the pirates and all that. So to manage the risk, the traders, what they have done is basically they create what we call now as shares. Yeah. So what they do, these traders will go to a group of wealthy people, okay, and offer them a shares, yeah, whereby these wealthy people will contribute certain amount of money, and the risk will be shared together. Okay, so basically the traders will go out and do the trading, and when they make profit, they come back and they distribute the profit among them and also the funders, yeah, those who give them the money. Yeah, so this is how shares was created in early days, and nowadays, yes, was invented by the Dutch then. Okay, so now it has become a big industry in the world. Yeah, so you will find that shares involved in every industry. Yeah, you can name it from the shipping, from electronics, mobile phones, from automobile to everything. Everything basically works on shares. Yeah, so you can't run away from all these shares or the stock market nowadays. Yeah. Okay, so that is how shares is created. So how now, how or what is the connections or the association between shares and also unit trust? Yeah. Okay. So as I mentioned, this is some of the big name. I don't want to use the brands that or the companies that have been listed in Malaysia. Just I'm using the international brand to show you how it is being widely used in the world. Yeah, all these are the names that you will know. Tesla, Google, Apple, and also Nestle. So these are being traded millions or trillions, yeah, every day around the world. Okay, but these are very expensive shares. Yeah, if you would like to buy Apple shares or even Tesla, you need to have a lot of money to buy even 1 unit of shares. Okay, so because of that, the Dutch started the mutual fund back then. Okay, of course, in Malaysia we call it as the okay, so 1774 Dutch merchant. Okay, they start on the idea of having the mutual fund. Okay, so mutual fund, as I mentioned earlier, the definition basically is a group of people pool their money together with the same objective. So that's what had happened. Okay, and in 1924, the modern mutual fund was created in United States. Okay, 1940s in Japan, 1970s in Thailand. Okay, and so on. So it all okay. Now, even in Southeast Asia, most of the countries here already have their own unit trust fund or mutual fund, except few small countries like Cambodia. Cambodia have yet to have their own mutual fund as of today. They're still looking at that possibility. Okay, Vietnam already have. Thailand, of course, is a big industry. Singapore and also Indonesia, inclusive of Malaysia. So in Malaysia, we started back in 59, where the first mentioned Malayan Fund, we call it Malayan Unit Trust Limited, was created. Okay, and then 1966 we have the Asia Unit Trust, okay, which is the first truly Malaysian unit trust company, which now they are known as MIDF. So this is the first, the 100% Malaysian unit trust company. Okay, and of course it has been developed, and also you will know about Pelaburan Mara Berhad, PNB, was created in 1967. Okay, and then ASNB, by PNB, Permodalan Nasional Berhad, in 1981. Those who was there during this era would remember the advertisement about this makcik, the elderly lady, Mak Ngah, and merah sangat tu Mak Ngah, kalau anda ingat iklan ni. So SNB, they launched the first Amanah Saham Nasional that time. Okay, and then some history about FIMM was created in 1993. That time as an association of the unit trust management company. Okay, to represent all the companies that are offering the unit trust fund in Malaysia at that time. Okay, and to boost up the industry as well, EPF have agreed to allow the contributors to withdraw a portion of their contribution in EPF to be invested in unit trust, and this happened in 1996. Okay, and our private retirement scheme, the other product, was introduced in 2012, to complement the unit trust scheme as well. So that is a history of shares, how it was created. Okay, and since then you can see we started, the data started in 1993. This is the net asset value of the assets undertaken by all the management companies in Malaysia. And you can see, I can say that 90% every year there is a growth in the net asset value. In terms, this is billions. So as of 2021, end of 2021, we have recorded 533 billion worth of unit trust scheme. And the red bar represent where the financial crisis that happened. Okay, the first one was 1997, Asia financial crisis. Then we have global financial crisis in 2008, and 2020 we have COVID-19. But that also doesn't stop the development of the industry. And you have seen that because of you would not notice that actually unit trust also contribute to the development of the country. Okay, we have seen the lot of buildings being built. Okay, the wealth of our people, and also the growth of all the industry in Malaysia, and that partly also contributed by the unit trust scheme, because they would buy shares of all this company and provide the capital for this company to grow further. Okay, and in terms of the numbers of consultants that are being registered with us, okay, consultants are those who market and distribute or sell the unit trust scheme and also PRS scheme. And this consultant needs to be registered with FIMM in order for them to carry out the marketing and distribution activities of unit trust and also PRS. And as you can see, the numbers also grow every year, except for 2020 where COVID-19 hit. But as of 2021, we have recorded 87,000 plus people who are the registered consultant to market and sell unit trust and also PRS. Okay, now let's go to the unit trust itself. Let's try to understand on how the unit trust works. Yeah. Okay. First, we will have unit holders. Okay. Unit holders are people like us, yeah, people like myself who invest in unit trust. So I have a certain amount of money that I would like to invest. I want to buy shares in Bursa Malaysia, where the stock exchange, yeah, but I don't have enough money. Because for your information, to buy shares in Bursa Malaysia, for example, you will need a minimum amount of money. Yeah, I give you for a simple example. Let's say you want to buy Tenaga Nasional Berhad shares, yeah, TNB. Yeah, so let's say TNB shares. You look at the newspaper or bulletin utama, it will say that TNB is being offered at RM5 per shares. Okay. RM5 per shares at Bursa Malaysia, you need to buy minimum 100 units. Okay, this is what we call one lot of shares. Yeah, one lot equivalent to 100 unit of shares. So 100 unit of shares times RM5, you need to have RM500. Okay, I only have 50 ringgit. So I cannot buy one lot of shares at Bursa Malaysia. So how to make it possible for me to own Tenaga Nasional Berhad shares? Okay, so what I do is I pool together with another 9 person who also have 50 ringgit. So 10 of us, each of us have 50 ringgit. We pool our money together, we will manage to get 500 ringgit. Yeah, 50 ringgit times 10 people, you will have 500 ringgit. And that 500 ringgit will be used to buy 10 TNB shares. So this is how unit trust works. So we are the unit holder. We put our money, let's say 50 ringgit each, 10 of us. Okay. The fund manager, we give to the fund manager, and the fund manager will go and buy the TNB shares on behalf of us. Okay. So the fund managers, who are these fund managers? These are professional trained people. They have the required qualifications and they have gone through the examinations and also certification by the Securities Commission. They are licensed by the Securities Commission to carry out this kind of job. Yeah. So they will take our money, that 500 ringgit, and go and buy TNB shares. Okay. Now, who will own that TNB shares? Obviously, you will have 10 people contribute the money to buy that one lot of shares. Okay, but you cannot put all the 10 people name on that one lot. So there must be only one person. So it's not fair to only name one of the person, because he can run away with that fund, the TNB shares. Yeah. So because of that, we have trust deed. Okay, trust deed is offered by the trustee companies, and that shares will be named after the trust company. So the trust company will hold the trust on behalf of the unit holder. So if anything happens, the trust company will sell off that TNB shares and return back the money to the unit holder. So this is the job of the trust deed or the trust company. Okay. So these are the trustee, yeah, who will hold the trust on behalf of the unit holder. Yeah. Okay. And fund managers also will only invest our money, that 500 ringgit, into authorized investment. Authorized investment means investment that has been approved and licensed by the Securities Commission Malaysia. In Malaysia, the highest authority organization that regulates the capital market, which involves the unit trust and also the share market, is the Securities Commission of Malaysia, SC. Yeah? So the SC will have the authority to approve and also license all the investment products in Malaysia. So basically, fund managers will invest our money in bonds, stock market, money market, cash, properties, and so on. Yeah. Okay. So these are some of the authorized investment. As I said, most of these are overseas shares market, shares product. But you can always refer to Bursa Malaysia websites for the shares offered in Malaysia. Okay, so I hope that you understand the whole cycle here. Okay, we are the unit holder. We put our money 50 ringgit, 10 people, we get 500 ringgit, give to fund manager. Okay, fund manager works with the unit trust management company, UTMC, and this company will take our money, that 500 ringgit, and then the fund manager will go and buy the shares for us. Okay, after 1 year, for example, TNB announced profits and they are giving out dividends, and the UTMC or the management company then will pay us, the unit holder, the dividends also. So that is where we can get the return. Okay, so at the same time, actually, we also can sell our portion in the unit trust. Okay, my portion just now is 50 ringgit. I decided to sell to Mr. Ali, and maybe I will offer Ali, you want to buy at 60 ringgit. So if Ali agrees, then I already make another 10 ringgit out of my investment. So that is another way of getting profit from your investment in unit trust. Not only from the dividend, but you also can sell off your units that you hold to gain profit. So that is what we call at the capital gain. Okay, this is among the trustee that have been licensed by the Securities Commission in Malaysia. So as I mentioned just now, this trustee is the one who will hold the ownership of the shares that are being bought by the fund managers on behalf of the unit holders. Okay, published price, you can always refer to major newspaper, and also nowadays you can get it online. You can always check what is the current price for your unit trust fund. Okay, the advantage. What are the advantages of unit trust? Okay, first of all is affordable. Okay, as I mentioned just now, you need maybe 50 ringgit to invest in unit trust rather than you need to have 500 ringgit to buy one lot of TNB shares. So it's affordable. Even as a student, you can start off with 10 ringgit. So I remember I think like maybe about 30 years ago, when I first started registered myself at the University of Utara Malaysia together with Dr. Rizalwati. There is a counter opened by PNB SNB to promote the ASN, and I did open an account with 10 ringgit at that time. After that, I just forgot about that investment, and when I start to work in 1996, so you start to get salary and all that. So I'm thinking to start to do some saving by investing in ASN at that time. So I look for the passbook. The last time they used to give passbook, the investment book. So, and I went to update it. The 10 ringgit that I first started to invest now become 100 ringgit. So you see, I was like thinking, why just put 10 ringgit? If I were to put 100 ringgit, obviously it can become, at least few hundred ringgit, or not, maybe 1,000. So that is the power of investing in unit trust. It should be over a period of time. It should be a long term investment. So because of that, I start to learn about the importance of investing in unit trust, and I keep putting money in my unit trust fund, even though a small amount, but over time it will increase and give you some profit. So it is affordable even for a student to start. So you may want to look or go through this opportunity to start to invest in unit trust, because it doesn't require you a lot of money to start. Okay, diversifications means that you have the options to diversify your investment. You can buy, okay, fund managers, when they have the pool of money, they're not only going to invest in one product, can be alone. So they might invest in oil and gas, they invest in plantation, they invest in a lot of other activities that can give the good returns. Yeah. So by doing this, you have the opportunity to diversify your investment, not only into one sector. Okay, and because of unit trust also is very liquid. Okay, you can always sell your unit trust unit at any time. Okay, and get back your money, your cash money. Okay, risk exposure is being lowered because the diversification here. So, for example, your fund is not only being invested in on the energy sector, but also in oil and gas, and also, let's say, plantations. So let's say when oil and gas price drop and the plantation side, for example, the palm oil price going up, so it can balance up your risk. Yeah. So this is another way of managing your risk so that you don't expose to only one risk. Yeah. Okay, and it is professionally managed by the group of fund managers, okay, which also are licensed by the Securities Commissions, and all the activities are being monitored and supervised. Yeah? Okay. Now we go to the private retirement scheme. Okay, how does it work? First, you need to understand what is PRS, private retirement scheme. Okay? PRS is a voluntary long-term investment scheme designed to help individuals to accumulate saving for retirement. Okay, there are a few keywords here. One is voluntary, second is long-term, and thirdly is for retirement. So basically, this is another EPF. Okay, but it is a voluntary. Okay, EPF is mandatory. So that is a very simple explanation that I can explain to you. PRS is a voluntary EPF, yeah. So it's just the same as EPF. EPF, you contribute your income every month, okay, and you can only withdraw when you reach the age of 55. PRS is also the same thing. You contribute, but on voluntary, meaning that there's no specific timing. You don't need to contribute monthly. You can contribute daily, you can contribute weekly, or you can contribute every 6 months, or you can contribute every year. That is, and you are not required to contribute also. It's voluntary, yeah, and it's a long term, and you can only withdraw your PRS at the age of 55, same like EPF, yeah. So same thing, how it works. You as the contributor, you will contribute to the PRS provider. PRS provider is a company that provide the PRS fund. Okay, and the money actually will be used to buy unit trust as well. Okay, and once they have returned, they will put back in your contribution. Okay, and you can withdraw that when your age, when comes the age of 55 years old. Okay, and under PRS, we also have this private pension administrator who will administrate all these things. Yeah, in unit trust, you have the trustee. Here, you have the administrator to look after your contributions in PRS. Yeah. Good. So this is some of the advertisements that we have for our PRS. Okay. Again, I would advise all of you to start your PRS account now. Yeah. Even though you will be working soon, you will be getting salary, you will be deducted for the EPF contribution, but just put a portion for your PRS as well. So just imagine when you reach 55 years old, you're not only going to have your EPF money, but you also will have your PRS money. Yeah? So you will have a two retirement fund, yeah, for you to enjoy when you reach 55 years old. Again, I also have started for my two kids who have reached the age of 18 years old, because PRS is only for above 18. So hopefully, when they reach 55 years old, they will have a good amount of money to spend for their retirement. And of course, for now, they're still studying, so it's just contributing on their behalf. But once they start work, so they should be contributing on their own. Okay. So where to invest? Make sure you invest with the legit UTMC, legit company, unit trust management company, or PRS provider. Okay, these are represented by the unit trust and also PRS consultants. We also have organizations like the banks, what we call the institutional unit trust advisors, who offer various type of unit trust fund in Malaysia. We have more than 600 funds being offered in Malaysia. And the third party is the corporate unit trust advisors or corporate private retirement scheme advisors. These are advisors for the corporate side. So for us, we can approach either UTMC or the banks. If you interested to invest in unit trust or PRS. But before you invest, make sure you understand what is your investment objective. Okay, here the investment objective should be long term. Invest in unit trust. Of course, for PRS, there's no two about it. PRS is always long term investment. It's only for your retirement. But for unit trust, okay, your investment objective should be for long term. Okay, it can be 3 years, it can be 5 years, it can be 10 years, but should be long term. It's not going to be traded daily. If you want to trade it daily, might as well you focus on buying shares. But for unit trust, I will advise you to focus on long term. Okay, I give you a real life example. I started unit trust fund for my first child when he was born in 2001. 2001. So the amount is about 100 ringgit per month. Okay, and with the objective of to prepare him with a fund or amount of money that can be used for his higher educations, after he finished the SPM at 18 years old. So after 18 years, okay, the amount that should be accumulated is about 24,000. If you take into account that 100 ringgit per month, times 12 months times 18 years. But since I invest in unit trust, every year the unit trust fund will give some returns, and also there are some other activities happening, which is the reinvestment and also the split unit, which actually will need more time for me to explain. But because of that, after 18 years, the amount is not 24,000. The amount has become 42,000. So at least when he reached 18 years old, and I realized that there is 42,000 accumulate under his unit trust fund, that is enough for me to send him to the university. So that is how unit trust fund works. Basically, over a period of time, you accumulate your investment, and then you keep investing constantly, continuously, so you will gain some profit. So this is a real life example that I can share with you. Okay, and the risk is a bit low for unit trust fund. So you must understand that every investment have its own risk. So even though you buy a house, there is a risk for the price to go down. You buy gold, there is a risk also for the price to go down. But gold may be very low risk, because you can see the gold price is always going up and all that. So you must understand what kind of risk that you can take. What is your risk appetite? And thirdly, you must understand the fees and charges being charged by the unit trust company and also other things. So there are fees and charges being charged for you to buy unit trust and also PRS. So you must understand all these three items in order for you to start your investment. Okay. Secondly, make sure that you invest with authorized consultants. How do you check whether the consultant is authorized? Nowadays, a lot of people will try to scam you and all that. So make sure that when they claim that they are unit trust consultant, you check whether they are authorized or not by going to have is my consultant authorized, okay, and just key in their names and you will get information on whether they are authorized, they are registered with us or not. This is very important because, as I said, a lot of people will claim that they are authorized consultant when they are not, and they just want to scam or just want to take advantage on you, and they will run away with your investment. Yeah? So please make sure that when you invest with unit trust, you invest with authorized consultants. Yeah. Even myself, working with FIMM, was approached by quite a number of people who claim they are authorized consultant, not knowing that I can always check their details, yeah, at my fingertips. So, you know, and I'm sure that there are a lot more people out there who are trying to claim that they are authorized consultant as well. Okay. Secondly, when you deal with the consultant, do not give cash. Yeah, because when you give cash, there are a lot of risks that you are taking. First, they can run away with your money. We have cases whereby consultants, yeah, even authorized consultant, the investor give them 10,000, 30,000 ringgit in cash, and they did not invest, yeah, for the investor, but they run away with the money. Yeah? So please do not give any cash to the consultant. You must bank in all your investment into the investment company's account. Yeah? Even that, please do not transfer the money into your consultant's private account, yeah, personal account. Yeah, so do not do all these things. Yeah, give cash or transfer to your consultants. Yeah, please. Every investment, yeah, must be banked in or transferred into the company's account, and make sure that it is the right company account. Yeah, because sometimes they also provide you with a bogus account number which belongs to another company. Yeah, so please, yeah, when dealing with investment, dealing with money, please be extra careful. Okay, do not sign any empty forms. Okay, there are forms that you are required to sign, the investment form. Make sure you read and you understand, and all the particulars are being filled up before you sign it. We have cases whereby investors sign blank form, thumbprint blank form, and the form being misused. Okay, the consultants will take advantage on the blank form and do something else without your authorizations. Yeah, so please do not sign or thumbprint on blank form. Yeah? Okay, and please beware of all these clone company clone websites. Yeah, all these kind of scams that are happening right now. So whenever you want to make investment, be extra careful. Check the background. Make sure that you're dealing with the correct website. Make sure that you're dealing with the authorized consultants. Okay, you can always check the alert list by all the authorities, yeah, like Securities Commissions. Yeah, they have a list of who are the licensed and registered person, the approved products, and all those things. Okay, we also have operators, yeah, the companies, yeah, the licensed by Securities Commissions. You can do the same thing with Bank Negara. You can also check with PDRM, yeah, Police Diraja Malaysia, on the MU account. Yeah. So all these things are happening right now. People are trying to get your money. Yeah. So please don't be greedy. Okay. Be extra careful. Check. If you are not sure, call us or contact us. Yeah. In terms of for unit trust and also PRS. Beware of scam. If the offer is too good to be true, then something is not right. Yeah, please. Yeah, if somebody comes to you and say that, okay, this is a unit trust fund, a very good one, you invest 500 ringgit, by next one it will become 5,000 ringgit. Obviously, there is something wrong. Yeah, so please, yeah, don't fall into these kind of traps. Yeah, because the country have lost millions of ringgits, to this kind of tricks. And the key factor here is because people are become greedy. They want to get rich quick. So when somebody offer 500 ringgit, invest today, next month you get 5,000 ringgit, everyone jumps into it. Please do not fall into this kind of trap. Another thing I just want to share, I think last night my wife was sharing with me this WhatsApp messages, inviting her to work as a part-time for one of the online shopping platform. So the work is basically just to click on certain advertisement and you will get paid for it, 20 ringgit or something like that. So be careful as well. There are some legitimate part-time work like that, but this is obviously scam as well. Okay, first they will ask you to just do a few clicks and you get paid 20 ringgit. They will pay you 20 ringgit. Okay, next they will ask you to do another maybe 10 clicks, you get paid 50 ringgit and they will pay you 50 ringgit. So basically you will get paid. Okay, after a while they start to offer you a bigger job which require you to purchase. So purchase will start maybe 50 ringgit and they will pay you 100 ringgit in return. Then they ask you to pay to purchase maybe worth of 200 ringgit and they'll pay you 400 ringgit. Okay, but the final one, they will ask you to purchase for 5,000 ringgit and you'll get nothing. So you maybe will be getting, let's say, 1,000 ringgit of the first few rounds, but you will lose 5,000 ringgit. So please be careful. There are a lot of this kind of activity going around. People get greedy, they get 20 ringgit, they want more, they go for it, they get 50 ringgit, they want more, they go for it, they get 100 ringgit, but at the end they lose 5,000 ringgit. So please, these are the things that is going around, is happening every minute now. Even for myself, every day I will get at least one call from a scam, claim that they are from Lembaga Hasil, they are from Touch and Go, they are from insurance company, they are from this magistrate court, these customs, post laju, all kind of thing. At least every day I will get at least one call. I'm not too sure why my phone number is so popular within them. Okay, so please, beware of the scams. Okay, if you have any issues with the unit trust or PRS, you can always lodge a complaint to us. We will investigate your complaints and take necessary actions. You can go to our website. There is a form to be filled up, or you can also email to complaints with s at fimm.com.my. Okay, a little bit about FIMM. Who are we? Okay, we are the self-regulatory organizations given the mandate by the Securities Commissions to regulate the unit trust and also PRS industry in Malaysia. So we do gatekeeping activity. We make sure that the participants of the industry, be it the company, the trustee, the licensed people, the consultants, all them adhere to our rules and regulations. So we do that by doing a supervision activity. We do audits and all that. We go on the ground to check on the activity, the records and all. Okay, and we also become the industry focal point for the industry. We bring the matters to the government for deliberations and also suggestions, especially during the national budget presentations. We also hold the industry interest at the international platform. We do enforcement activity. We take actions against those consultants or companies that breach the rules and also regulations. We fine them. We can blacklist them, we can revoke their license or their registration as well. Okay. The only thing that we cannot do is to imprison them. Yeah, but we still can fine them amount if they are found guilty. Okay, we do investor awareness program like what we are having today. We do talks to the publics, yeah, to university students, to the publics on roadshows and all that. Okay, we do education and training activities for the consultant, the authorized consultant, to enhance their skills and knowledge in the unit trust and also PRS. And we also create the standard and best practice for the industry as well. So these are among the roles that we have played as the self-regulatory organization, SRO, to ensure that the industry will further develop, and also we regulate, protect, and also educate. Yeah. So basically, that's what our role is. Okay. So I'm at the end of my presentations already. Thank you very much for your attention. Let me check whether there's any. Okay, if you have any questions, you can always type in the chat box, or I'm not too sure if any other way of you to present your questions. So again, on behalf of FIMM, I would like to thank IIUM Academy for inviting us to this Baseerah Talk. Hope to see you again in future, maybe in other topics as well. So I open the floor for any questions.
Thank you, Encik Shahrul, for all your sharing of knowledge on this topic. We hope this talk has benefited everyone who is with us today. To all joiners, we welcome your feedback for the improvement of our Baseerah Talk Series. Kindly refer to our chat box where we share a link to our evaluation form. We will really appreciate every single feedback from all of you. So now I would like to open the floor for question and answer. For Zoom participant, please get ready. If you have any question, you may unmute your mic and ask our speakers directly. For joiners via YouTube, you may drop your question at the chat box and we will read it out. All right. I think I have one question here, Encik Shahrul.
Yes.
Question number one is, how do we know that the investment offered are legit and not a scam?
Okay, first of all, okay, I'm going to use what the Securities Commissions always say about this investment, whether to notice whether it's a scam or not. The formula is TIPU, T-I-P-U. Okay. The first T is actually to be too good to be truth. Okay, to be too good to be truth, meaning that if they are offering something very, very attractive, as I give the example just now, you invest 500 ringgit, okay, today, within 1 month, you get 5,000 ringgit. So that is too good to be true. Okay, so please do not fall into this kind of trap. Okay. Secondly, that it is only for limited of time. Okay, you will notice that this kind of offer will be offered to you only for today. Okay, today you invest 500 ringgit, you get a chance to get a return of 5,000 ringgit in 1 month. Okay, so normally you will offer in such way, only for a very limited of time, and they will use the behavioral factors, pushing you for you not to take a long time to make decision. This is to avoid you to get other second opinion, third opinion, or ask anybody else. So that's why they will normally give you that kind of offer. Yeah. Okay. And then they also will give you the example of the testimony of other people that have benefits from the investment before. And this includes of, I think you have seen before, people with luxury car and all those things, people give their testimony that they have benefited, or they will show their bank account whereby they have received a large amount of money as the return. So this is another behavioral way of these scammers to convince you that this is a legitimate investment. Okay. So, and the amount, lastly, the amount will be like, they will give you something. If you started small, they will give you the whatever they promise. Yeah, as I mentioned just now. In 1990s, those I'm not sure. Maybe most of the students are not born yet at the 1990s, but you may heard about this scheme, what we call Pakman Telo. Yeah, scheme Pakman Telo works as you invest 300 ringgit, 350 ringgit, if I'm not mistaken. You invest 350 ringgit. For every week, you will get 100 ringgit. Yeah. So meaning that if let's say a month, you already accumulate about 400 ringgit. So, and that in 1 month, basically you already cover your initial investment, which is 350. And you will keep getting that 100 ringgit every week. So meaning that is already your profit. And this has been paid by this Pakman, okay, through all the downline and all that. So basically you'll be convinced this is a working scheme because you receive the payment. Okay, but when that's happened, they will start to offer to you to increase your investment. Okay, you started with 350. Now, after getting 400 ringgit within 4 weeks, that 400 ringgit you will reinvest. You give, you put, another 350. So now your investment becomes 700. Okay, and you keep receiving 200 per month, and it will go on like that. They will ask you, and they will offer you to increase your investment, and you will do it because you keep receiving the money. At one point, you will not receive any income anymore. They will just run away, because this is what we call the pyramid scheme. Okay, pyramid scheme works where they will have the base, they build the base, and when it's reached a certain height, they will run away and the pyramid will collapse. So these are amongst the criteria or the signs that you must observe to be too good to be true. If they offer something is too good. Secondly, it's very limited time. The offer is very limited, only to you, only for this, only for today, that kind of thing. Okay, and then also they keep asking you to top up your investment. Okay, so these are the things that you need to observe and beware of. Yeah.
Okay, Encik Shahrul. Question number 2 is that I have invested in a few unit trust portfolio for almost 10 years. Some give return of 20%, some even loss. I have decided unit trust is not a good investment, even in a long-term duration. What can you say about this, Encik Shahrul?
Okay, thank you for that questions. It's a very good questions, and that represent what actually had happened. For your info, I go through the same thing. I have one portfolio that gives me 110% return. Okay, I start invested. This is also another real case. I invest to 28,000. 28,000. using my EPF money in that portfolio, and now that portfolio worth of about 50, I think about 48,000. It used to be for 52, but now the price has gone down a bit, so it's like 48,000. Yeah, so that gives me about almost like 110% returns. Yeah, but I also have portfolio that is in red. Yeah, in red. So what I do is basically I do manage my portfolio. I sell off those portfolio that are not doing well, and I move into portfolio that are giving me better returns. Yeah. So I'm a very my risk appetite is quite low. I don't go for high returns. For me, 7-8% is enough. Even I can take up to 5% also, and I'm not going for like 13% or 20%. Yeah. I know that even some people have approached me and trying to sell a unit trust that had make I think 138% return in 2020. Yeah. In 2020, that particular fund makes 138% because it involved in pharmaceutical and also this glove industry. Yeah. So there are people came and approached me and tried to sell this fund, but I didn't go for it because I know it's seasonal. My objective is always long term. So I go more on a moderate risk type of fund. So for me, I still take the unit trust as a very safe returns. I do also sometimes trade in Bursa. I make a loss most of the time. So that's why for me, I still convinced that unit trust is a good place for me to invest for a long term. And that has been proven throughout a few examples that I've given to you before. So basically, when you invest in unit trust, you also need to monitor your investment. You need to make sure that you know what you need to do if the your investment is not doing well. But again, as I said, it depends on the current economic situation as well. You will notice that most of the prices have gone down, but we are looking forward for a better year this year. And even the foreign unit trust fund also are not doing that well in terms of the pricing, but some still giving out dividends. So for me, as I said, I'm not really a high risk taker, so I go for a low risk as long as some dividends are being paid, are still acceptable to me. So that is my personal opinions on this.
Okay.
Do you have any suggestions? Sorry, I have a questions here. Do you have any suggestions for unit trust and PRS fund? Okay, I'm not able to suggest you any of the fund because we have to be. I mean, this is some conflict of interest for me to mention any of the fund. So of course, I do my own homework and all that. So basically, you need to do the same thing. Just go through we have more than 600 funds available in Malaysia right now. You can go through their history and all that and see what where they invest in and all those things, and you can decide for yourself which unit trust fund will be more suitable for you. So I'm sorry, I can't advise or refer to any of the unit trust fund or PRS, but I would say that it depends on what is your risk appetite and your capability to invest. Yeah.
Okay, Encik Shahrul. There's one question here from YouTube. FIMM regulate the performance of UTMC funds, as some of the UTMC funds are not giving good returns in long term. Are FIMM taking action on the fund managers that are not performing their professional duties in delivering reasonable returns in long term?
Okay, I think there's two questions there. One is whether FIMM take actions against the unit trust management company for the performance of the fund managed by them. Okay, in Malaysia, we don't regulate the performance. Yeah, even the SE also doesn't regulate the performance. But of course, there are sets of standards, regulations to be adhered to by all the companies and all that. For us also, we don't penalize or we don't take action any of the company for the performance of the fund managed by them. Actually, FIMM also doesn't have the power for that. It's all lies with these commissions, yeah, because the fund companies, the fund houses, yeah, are being licensed by these commissions. But in terms of the performance of the fund, no, it is back to the market situations. Yeah, it's all fall back to the market situations and also how the fund managers strategy to buy which fund and all that, which stocks, which shares and all that. Of course, the fund managers also being licensed by the Swiss Commission, they must fulfill their obligations. But as long as they work or they take actions within the role or the mandate given, so they are not committing any misconduct there. Yeah, so the performance of the fund cannot be regulated because then you are forcing the market. Yeah? So basically, it's all based on how the market will react. Yeah? So when the times are good, economy are good, market are good, you will find that the performance also are good. So this is not only for the unit trust fund. It also goes back to the banking sectors and other sectors as well. So these are not being regulated. The second part, I think, talking about the fund managers, as I mentioned just now, they are being licensed by the Swiss Commission. They must fulfill certain obligations. They must follow the rules set by the Swiss Commission. And even their actions in terms of the decisions to buy which shares and all that are being determined by the mandates and also the objective of the fund itself. You will, if you read the prospectus of the unit trust fund, you will find that in the prospectus, they will spell out the mandate given to the fund managers. So basically, the fund managers cannot act beyond that. Okay, if the fund has stated that the fund will only invest in technology, in oil and gas, in manufacturing, then the fund managers only can buy shares within those sectors. Cannot suddenly decided to buy plantations sectors, no, because that is already being stated in the prospectus. So those things are being monitored by the Swiss Commission, but the performance of the fund itself is being not liberalized. It's all based on the market situations. Yeah.
I see. Okay. I think this is the last question from the YouTube. Is CFP holder who have got a CFP certification exempted from taking UTC and PRS exam to be licensed consultant by FIMM, even if the CPF has temporarily not renewed the CPF?
Okay, talking about the CFP, Certified Financial Planners, yeah. So if you already have the CFP, you are a Certified Financial Planner, you have completed all the 4 modules, and you have been certified, yeah, as a CFP. CFP will be exempted from taking our examination if you want to become the unit trust consultant. So we will give the exemptions, those who have the CFP. It's a full CFP. So you may apply for the exemptions from taking the examinations to become unit trust consultants. So CFP, yes, we do give exemptions for the CFP holder. But of course, your CFP must be valid. If you did not renew your CFP, then we won't entertain such exemptions request. So you must make sure your CFP is valid. You are currently a CFP holder, and then you can apply for exemption from taking our examinations to become unit trust consultants.
I see. Okay. Alhamdulillah, I think that is the last question. So I would like to say thank you so much to Encik Shahrul and to all who have participated. We are very honored to have this discussion in depth. Inshallah, we have come to the end of our program today. On behalf of IOM Academy, I would like to express our appreciation to Encik Shahrul Nizam Zainol for your precious time and willingness to be our speakers today. Thank you, Encik Shahrul. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Aizat. And also, I would like to thank IOM Academy, Dr. Rizalawati, and the rest of the team for organizing this. We hope that we can collaborate in the future. Thank you again from us, FIMM, and as I said, we can always collaborate in the future for any other event.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shahrul.
Inshallah.
Hope to see you again.
May Allah bless all your efforts in spreading knowledge, and may He make things easy for you, Encik Shahrul, in your future initiative.
Thank you.
And thank you to all joiners for your support for today. We apologize for any shortcoming in handling this program this morning. Inshallah, we will meet again in the upcoming Baseerah Talk Series, episode 12. Stay tuned with us, and we will announce another renowned speaker next month. And the speaker and details will be up on our social media platform. So do follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So as for today's live session, it will be up on our official YouTube channel for your future reference. So make sure to click subscribe and click the notification bell to not miss any new content. So I'm looking forward to see you again next month, inshallah. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.